The sanctuary is the most important and sacred chamber in any temple in Egypt. Since the temple itself is considered the house of God on earth, then there must be a private chamber dedicated just for him and considered the focal point of the building. It's a holy of the holies or the sanctuary. Abu Simbel Temple enjoys a sanctuary that was unique in its contents. In fact, they are the contents of that sanctuary which share the most in the famosity of Abu Simbel Temple. In the middle of the room, there is a remaining of the altar that was cut out in the rocks of the mountain, just like the rest of the temple. The altar was made for the rest of the sacred bark. Behind it are 4 big statues of 3 seated gods and the king. The gods are God Amon, God Rahur Akhti, God Betah, and King Ramses II himself in his divine entity. The engineering miracle of Abu Simbel is in the degree of the construction of the temple, which faces the east, in a way that allows the rays of the rising sun to penetrate through the door and the exact middle way of the temple, reaching the sanctuary, which lies on one axis with the door. But that's not all. The rays start shining on the faces of the 4 gods, one after one, from right to left, starting with Rahur Akhti and ending with Betah in the dark. It's quite observed that Ramses II is seated right in the middle beside Amon, the sun god, to whom the temple was consecrated. At sunrise, a splendid halo of dignity and solemnity circulate these statues and make any spectator believes in its magical influence, which is calculated accurately according to the science of astronomy and engineering of the ancient Egyptians, and directed towards a certain angle to let the rays fall on the faces of these 4 statues in rare moments when the power of gods joins between nature and man in the most glorified and noble way.